Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. I just want to see if you can elaborate a little bit on something you just said, that you're encouraged by the accelerated pace of talks on infrastructure. What changed? Is there something that's different now?
The president is certainly feeling an urgency to move things forward, to get things done. I think you've seen that urgency echoed by members on the Hill who agree that time is not unending here, and we are eager to move forward with a unified path to deliver for the American people.
Does the sense of urgency have anything to do with the president's trip coming up in just a matter of 8 working days? Does he feel the need to get this wrapped before he leaves?
The good news is that there are phones and video conference capabilities overseas for every president and individual, so I'm not here to set new deadlines or timelines. But it is also true that we have been at this for some time. The president proposed these plans back in the spring. We have been, he has participated in dozens and dozens of calls, of meetings, of engagements with members to hear their viewpoints, to understand where they're coming from, to reach consensus. And we are at a point where we feel an urgency to move things forward, and the pickup of meetings is a reflection of that.
Just quickly on voting rights, I just wanted to get your reaction to the president of the NAACP, who's on the record saying that the administration's lack of urgency on this issue is, quote, appalling. He says the lack of priority on this issue will be the undoing of the legacy for this president.
Well, I would say that the lack of urgency in Congress, in the Senate, among Republicans, in protecting people's fundamental right to vote is also frustrating to the president and to this administration. The United States Senate needs to act to protect the sacred right to vote, which is under unrelenting assault. No question. We agree with leaders from the NAACP and other activists who have expressed that concern. It's under unprecedented assault by proponents of the big lie and Republican legislatures, state legislatures across the country. It is urgent. Senate Democrats have been working hard to draft legislation that I would note includes traditionally bipartisan provisions, protecting people's fundamental right, making it easier and more accessible to vote. I'd also note the president will be engaging in a couple of calls, in addition to these Build Back Better calls, with members, which will provide a readout to all of you on this afternoon about the voting rights legislation that will be put forward. But I would say that right now, the question for us, and I bet you we share this view with a number of civil rights leaders, is for Senate Republicans and what kind of leaders they want to be. Are they going to play a role in making it easier and more accessible to vote? Are they going to protect this fundamental right? Or are they going to continue to be obstreperous, to use a word the president has used in the past, and put Democrats in a position where there is no alternative but to find another path forward? So it's really up to them. These are bipartisan proposals that have had bipartisan support. We're talking about people's fundamental rights.